Welcome back. Welcome back to Shut It. I'm a day late, but I had a lot going on. I'll talk about that later, but let's get into it right now. It's been a really slow, dumb news week here. And I just want to say this is all I have. There's a lot of heavy stuff going on in the news, but I choose to focus on dumb news. Stupid news. News that's not going to really affect anybody. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we need right now in the world of, are we going to war with China? Are there UFOs? Are the Kardashians going to the Met Gala? You know what I mean? So we need to focus on the dumb stuff. Anyway, there's a $29 ham and cheese sandwich that's for sale at an upscale deli in New York City. And actually, with all the taxes, it goes to $31.57. $31.57 for a ham and cheese sandwich. It's at an Upper East Side place called Zabar's. I've been to Zabar's. It's pretty swanky. It's a pretty nice deli. It's a deli. There's nothing special about this sandwich. It sparked a lot of controversy. When they put this on a Reddit post, it got over 600 comments, and people are going nuts. They're like, why is this sandwich so expensive? Should I buy one? What is it going to, will it give me superpowers? I hope it does. The first time I bought that sandwich, I was like, are you serious? An Upper East Side psychologist who lives in the neighborhood told the Post, declining to give her name. Because she was embarrassed. She's a psychologist who lives on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. She's not going to give her name. She's an idiot for buying a $31 sandwich. She needs a psychologist or a psychiatrist or both. Who buys a $31 sandwich? But I mean, in New York City, a $31 ham and cheese, for that matter. Ham and cheese. It's not the best ham and cheese sandwich. It's not the worst, but it's just fine. I absolutely would not have picked up the sandwich had I looked at the price, she added. Buyer's regret, buyer's remorse. I would be outraged how would you not notice when they rang it up? They'd be like, okay, that'll come to $33, please. Wait, I just got a ham and cheese sandwich and a bottle, $33, ma'am. Okay. I would have just said, you know what? I'm going to take back the ham and cheese sandwich. I'm just going to go to Wendy's, or I'm going to go to KFC and get like a $9.99 bucket pack. I don't even know how much it costs, but I'm sure it's cheaper than a $39, $35, or $31 sandwich. Let's move on. Let's read whatever other people are saying. Okay. The luxury item is actually 2 sandwiches made from ham, Gruyere cheese, mustard, and 4 slices of 7-grain health bread. But even then, it's fairly small. Chopped up. Tiny pieces of bread with ham in it and Gruyere cheese. The idea of a ham and cheese sandwich selling for $29 is ridiculous, even if it serves 2 portions. No matter how good the ingredients are, or where they're from, or how tasty the sandwich is, Phil Lempert, editor of supermarketguru.com, told the Post. Yeah, I mean, it looks good. I mean, it just looks like a ham and cheese sandwich on like grain bread. Okay, so then the Post did their own investigative reporting, and when they went to purchase the sandwich on Friday, an employee at the Madison Avenue Eatery, also embarrassed by the price, so the person who's behind the counter was embarrassed, they offered to charge us a mere $22. So the person behind the counter was going to say, you don't have to pay $31, you can pay us $22. I don't think you're allowed to do that as a lowly, a checkout person at a deli on Madison. I don't think you're allowed to be like, you know what, I'm going to change the price because you'll be fired. So either that person behind the counter was like an owner or like the niece or nephew of the owner. And they're like, you can't fire me. I'm going to charge you $22, New York Post. So the person behind the counter also noted that there was a full soup and salad meal deal with a drink for $18 at Panera nearby. So the person behind the counter who charged him $22, not the $31, also told them they could get a better deal at Panera for $18. And that person, now once the owner sees this article, they're going to figure out who was behind the counter, and that person's going to be fired. You don't have a job anymore, you dummy. Why would you say that to the New York Post? Anyway, it goes on. The owner makes the prices. This is what she said, or he said. The owner makes the prices. We don't make them, another employee told the Post. All right, some embittered Zabar workers. I think you better look at your staff, your morale of the staff there, Mr. Zabar. Some people complain, but a lot of people who live around here, they know the prices, and they don't complain because they like it. They like the prices, or they like the food. We persisted with the $29 sandwich purchase and found it to be reminiscent of an airport sandwich. So the Post's investigative reporter said it tastes like an airplane sandwich, which is not very good. The bread was moist but lacked flavor, perhaps from sitting in the refrigerator for too long. The ham and Gruyere were tasty enough, but there was hardly enough meat and cheese. Wow. Zabar's did not immediately return a request for comment. Of course they didn't. This is bad press. They're not going to be like, oh, we're sorry. Yeah, we kind of ripped you guys off, you dummies. You bought it anyway. Thanks for the money, jackass. They're not going to say that. They're going to be like, oh, I didn't know. And maybe they'll stuff another like layer of cheese and a ham in there. It's a part of a larger trend, it goes on to say, that of ridiculously priced sandwiches infesting the city, ranging from $15 at a grab-and-go spots such as Pret-a-Manger. Really? It's $15 at Pret-a-Manger? That doesn't sound right. I love that. I'm a big fan of Pret-a-Manger, but $15? Prices went up. And Subway's, that's expensive. Anywhere from $18. I guess it's in Manhattan now, so it's more. It costs more. And while inflation eased up last month, prices in the Big Apple remain unappetizing. There you go. There you go with your quippy New York Post puns. I love it. Food costs are continuously rising. The owner of the Mediterranean 10 Hope Williamsburg told the Post, for the first time ever, New York was named the most expensive city in the world. Wow. Tying only with Singapore, according to the Economist's 2022 cost of living survey. Yeah, it's expensive. I mean, but then I guess if you work in New York and you have like a big time job, then a $29 sandwich is like change. It's nothing. But if you're working at the deli and you're making, I don't know how much they make, probably like not even $10 an hour, that's 2 hours, almost 3 hours of your day. Your 3 hours of your day is going to that dumb sandwich when you could buy a whole loaf of bread. You just go to the deli and get sliced ham and cheese. And what I would do is I would just go on the corner and sell your own ham and cheese sandwiches for half the price and just put Zabar's half price, just a little bit down the street. You know what I mean? I mean, it's probably illegal to do that, but if you were smart, I'd quit the job at Zabar's, get a professional apron, get a little folding table, and just put half price ham and Gruyere cheese sandwich. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, you guys. It's important to understand you need to be resourceful is what I'm trying to say. You need to be resourceful and you need to figure out the tricks and tips of how to make a living, how to hustle in the big city and not work for the man. And charging $31 for a ham and cheese sandwich. That's redunculous. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. In one hand, it's like, yeah, people will pay for anything. I remember way long time ago, there was like the hamburger that had like gold in it. Do you remember that? It was like the $100 hamburger. This was going back in like early 2000s. Yeah. People were lining up because there were like little specks of gold in it because people are dumb and they'll do anything for a gimmick. They were like, oh my God, did you hear about the Zabar's sandwich? Yeah, I heard it's ham and cheese. Oh my God, is it kosher ham? Ba-dum-bum. It's halal. That's a dumb joke. Anyway, seriously though, that's a great idea. Kosher halal ham and cheese sandwich. There you go. Run with it. Whoever wants to run with that, take it. Just send me the link to your success story in the New York Post. Look, whatever happens in the free market, it's the free market. So it's anything goes, right? Anything goes. You could sell a sandwich for $30. You can sell a sandwich for $4. You could sell a sandwich for $100. At the end of the day, is the sandwich good or is the sandwich bad? Do you feel remorse when you eat the sandwich and go, my God, I just paid $31.57 on a ham and cheese sandwich. Maybe I need to look inward and understand why I would fork out all that money for a dumb sandwich. I mean, it's going to be inside your stomach soon. It's not like you can carry it around like a little purse and be like, oh, is this Gucci? I don't know. It's my ham and cheese sandwich I bought for $31.57. Oh my God, it looks so cute. No, because it's inside of you. You ate it already. And it was a dumb deli sandwich. It's not even like you can't even Instagram it. It's not like you're going to like Nobu and you're like, oh my God, or you're not, it's not like you're going to the laundromat, or it's not like you're going to like a 5-star Michelin restaurant or a 2-star Michelin or any star restaurant for that matter. And you can, then at least you got some currency out of like flexibility or flexing stuff. At least then you can flex and take an Instagram photo and be like, oh, this is just me at I don't know, what's what is that? What's a fancy restaurant? French Laundry. Here I am at French Laundry with my pork chop, my farm raised veal bread, baby pork chops from what is that restaurant called? Chez Panisse. Here I am at Chez Panisse with my $4,000 grass-raised fed chicken fingers. And then you Instagram it. Then you Instagram your food, and then you have street cred. You have Instagram cred. But this is like, you're not going to you're not going to Instagram a ham sandwich. So you don't even get Instagram flex cred for that. You just get dumb cred. Like, do you want to go to the movies? I can't. Why? Because I don't have any more cash. I spent it all. Oh, really? Where did you go? What happened? What did you do? I bought a ham and cheese sandwich this afternoon at a delicatessen on the Upper East Side. Oh, wow. Was it laced with gold? No, but it did have Gruyere cheese. Oh, right. A $31.57 sandwich. And you just decided that was a good investment. Was it delicious? Not really. It was okay. I mean, it was a little dry. It made me feel like I was on an airplane. Oh, it made you feel, oh, that's cool. Like on an airplane to Ibiza? No, more like on an airplane to Des Moines to visit my mom and my dad. So you can't go to the movies because you spent all your money on a ham and cheese sandwich. Good going, loser. Good going. Anyway, these are regrets we all have. We've done dumb things before. I've done stupid things. Like I went to London and with my teenage daughter. Did I go see all the monuments? Did I go to the London Bridge? Did I go to see the Hope Diamond or whatever the thing is? Did I go see the changing of the guards? No. You know what monuments I saw? I just got back from London last night with a teenager. And you know what monuments she wanted to see? She didn't want to see Westminster Abbey or Abbey Road for that matter. You know what she wanted to see? Zara. Yeah, the great monument of Zara. And she wanted to go to Sephora. And she wanted to go to Primark, which was great because Primark is super cheap. And I don't know if you've heard of Primark. It's awesome. It's like, that's where you want to take a teenager to go shopping spree. It's like cheaper than a thrift shop. And it's really sad because it's probably made by, but it's an amazing find for just like, yeah, you want to go, like the teenager wants to feel like that they've got a lot of things for not a lot of money. You go to Primark. You don't go to the, Top Shop or Marks and Spencer's or all those places. You just go to Primark and you let them go crazy. And then you try to stuff it in your carry-on luggage on the way back. And then you dress in layers. Not saying that I did that, but I made her do it. But anyway, London was amazing. London was fun. We had a good time. We saw Hamilton. Loved it. I know it's been running for 100 years now, but I didn't know anything about it, to be honest. I didn't. I just knew it was about Hamilton. And I didn't know anything about Hamilton. Being the true American that I am, I did not know anything about Alexander Hamilton. And I found out that he had a tragic life. I mean, he was an amazing guy, but he was also an asshole. And, I think his wife, that was the best part was his wife at the end. People's stories. And then she started an orphanage and she just was she lived to be in a ripe old age. And she did a lot of amazing things for other people, even though her son died and then her husband died and he cheated on her. But I think the story should have been called Alexander Hamilton's Wife is a Badass. And I can't believe she stuck with that son of a bitch. Hamilton. No, but it was fun. We did that and then we did a lot of walking and then I did a show. It was an okay show. It was okay. I have to say, it was in the suburbs of London. At a very small club, and it was cute. Very proper, a lot of just white people. It's kind of weird, just very white British people. And I think they had a good time. I had a good time. I did a joke about, it wasn't even a joke. It was true. I don't know if you've been to London. I don't know if people are watching this from London, but what struck me really hard, wow, when you go to a new place and it pops into your face, wow, I've never seen Americans, if you've never been to America and then you see Americans just eating sandwiches as they're walking down the street, and that's very culturally American. That's probably the first thing a non-American would notice. It'd be wow, people really like to eat on the street. And most countries of the world, they don't do that. They don't eat on the street. What I noticed in London on the subway, on the tube, it was the fact that the homeless people, the beggars, were the most proper beggars I've ever experienced, had an exchange with in my life. I mean, I'm telling, when I say they were proper, they were so well spoke. They spoke so well. They would be, they would say, apologies, I'm so sorry. They would apologize 5-10 times before they would even ask for anything. If you could spare just a little, it would really help me out. I'm really sorry. And I'm oh my God, I didn't have any change. I only had my credit. I was I wanted to give them. That was heartbreaking. Because usually they're so aggressive in New York. It's ladies and gentlemen, hear me out. I'm not here for blah, blah, blah. And then it's you're held captive. It's you're hostage and everybody's frozen with fear of what's going to happen. And they're just walking in the subway car. Just I am a World War II veteran who fought in Vietnam. And I have 500 kids who are all, and then you're oh my God, these stories don't match. Please don't make eye contact. But in London, they're the most humble, quiet, yet really well-spoken. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. And they don't get in your face either. They keep their distance. They have a really proper way. And I'm not making, I'm not making fun of, you're down and out. Ah, man, I can't tell you how horrible it must feel to ask some stranger on a subway for money. It must be just the worst, but you must be in a shit place. But big respect for the beggars of London, I just have to say. That was the first thing that struck me, was that. And just the efficiency of the subway. I mean, the subway was amazing. It was on time, didn't smell. There was no trash. There was no urine. I mean, it was just proper. Yeah, and I didn't see a single cop. No cops. Zero cops. There's no cop patrolling the car. Nobody. Yeah, it just was nice and clean, fun, and it was a great time. I really enjoyed it. Other highlights: shopping, Hamilton, walking around, just people watching. That was fun, and you could hear like the Americans because they're the loudest. And you could hear a lot of French and a lot of German because it's spring break. Everybody's away. And, it was a good time. We had a good time. We had a great time. But yeah. And their thing on the subway is not if you see something, say something. There's this, let me see if I remember. See it, say it, sort it. That's so British. Sort it. Anyway. And then I thought, is that sort, like you see it, you say it, and then you sort it? Do you have to sort the bomb? Like, are they that proficient? You see it, you say it, you sort it. But then I was informed, no, you have to say it to a police officer and they'll sort it.